Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Survivor Series. And are you kidding me? There is no way Sasha Banks, ladies and gentlemen, is back inside of a WWE ring. It has been well over a year since the last time we saw Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was in a tag team with Naomi. And then Sasha Banks would looks like she would take a hiatus away from WWE. And now Sasha Banks is back inside of a WWE ring. This is very surreal. Sasha Banks, a multi-time Raw Women's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. And with her being back, must have been some fences mended. It seems like the Chicago crowd wasn't expecting me here tonight. Well, that is correct. I wasn't even going to be coming to WWE, but with Triple H now in charge, he's the one that helped make me who I was in WWE in the first place, the boss, Sasha Banks, and now I make my return here to WWE. I am a multi-time Raw Women's Champion, and I need and want to get those Women's Championships right around my waist. But I want to make one thing very, very clear. I don't care with what brand I will be signing with. I will be the top woman on that brand, no matter who or what is on that brand. Maybe I sign over to Monday Night Raw where the Women's World Champion is Bayley. Maybe herself and I go at it. Maybe to the road to WrestleMania. Maybe I go over to NXT and maybe beat some respect into Tiffany Stratton. She won last night over Charlotte, but I guarantee you this, that I would walk all over Tiffany. And there also is the women's champion there on Smackdown who has been making a big name for herself. That woman is known as Jade Cargill. I'll be keeping a close eye on that triple threat match later on tonight. And maybe, just maybe, I'll show up after the matchup. But it is great to be back in front of this big-time Chicago crowd, and I'll be making my signing very, very soon to Raw, NXT, or even Smackdown. So make sure you keep your eyes and ears glued to WWE programming, because I guarantee you this, the boss is back, and she's coming back for all the gold in WWE.
The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
And here we go, like what the ring announcer just said. Let the War Games begin. And it looks like Roman Reigns will be kicking us off here, a part of this Bloodline versus Bloodline matchup here live tonight, here live on Survivor Series. We just saw this shocking return of Sasha Banks. Well over a year since we've seen Sasha Banks. She says she'll be keeping an eye on this whole pay-per-view tonight to see where she'll be signing with. And I can't wait to see where that's really going to go. Raw, NXT, Smackdown. We'll see what Sasha's going to pick. But Roman Reigns, we've seen that built up the last couple months of pushing away Jimmy and Jay, his cousins, to the point where, kicking them out, even out of the bloodline. So this is a this is a whole different trio of Roman Reigns, Solo, and The Rock, but they still are at the top of their game. But now, with Roman Reigns challenging them to a 3-on-3 War Games matchup, Rikishi, the Usos' father, is now getting involved to where, hey, The Usos need a partner. I'll stand up for my boys. And that is what we're going to see tonight when the Usos and Rikishi team up to take on Roman, Solo, and obviously The Rock. But this is going to be a brutal match, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of War Games matches tonight. The first time ever we're doing War Games, at least in Survivor Series. We saw it last night, and oh, this is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Rikishi is going to be the one to start off the matchup with Roman Reigns. So this is one of those things where, if I was the Usos, honestly, I would have had Rikishi be in the cage and have Rikishi maybe come out towards the end of the matchup to where Rikishi doesn't necessarily have to wear himself out, because Rikishi's a big boy. And I'm not saying he can't handle himself, but this is being in a matchup for, a little bit longer than everybody else. It's gonna take a toll on Rikishi, but we'll see how it fares for the big man Rikishi. One of the biggest names there in the Attitude Era's history, with himself, with Too Cool, Scotty Too Hottie as well. One of the biggest stables back in the early WWE days. This is going to be quite the interesting start here. Rikishi and Roman Reigns here. Rikishi, the father of the Usos, and even Solo Sikoa. So something's going to give tonight. Will this end this rivalry between the family, or will it just continue? And now, here we go. Rikishi starting us off fast. Throws Roman right on that metal grate. And look at Rikishi. Oh my goodness, a running STO there to Roman Reigns. And now Roman in a bad way here. Rikishi not messing around here, coming right after Roman here. That's what you love to see about Rikishi. He doesn't care right now if you're family. You're kicking out his sons out of the bloodline. At least 2 of his 3 sons. Rikishi's going to make Roman Reigns and company pay here. Roman off the ropes here. Oh, and a vicious elbow strike. Roman Reigns cannot get anything going here. And now, as soon as I say that, here comes Roman. Oh, and a big clothesline. And just like that, that gets Roman Reigns back in this matchup. Roman Reigns is a former WWE champion, former World Heavyweight champion as well. We'll see what he'll be able to bring to this matchup. Certainly for Roman, he wants to be done with this beef with his own blood and set his sights back on that World Heavyweight Championship. And now this is where Roman Reigns gets so damn dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, as we do wait for the next competitor to make his way down to the ring. We'll see who it's going to be from the bloodline. Will it be Solo? Will it be The Rock? We're about to find out. And it looks like it is Solo Sikoa. Solo's going to introduce... Oh, he's going to introduce a table. And how poetic would this be if Solo puts his damn father through a wooden table, ladies and gentlemen? How crazy would that be? It's already crazy enough that all 6 of these members are family. But right now, this is going to be more horrific. And now Solo has 2 tables, and now Rikishi busted open. This is gonna be very bad before we even get to the very end of this matchup. And you can tell from the Usos, the top right hand corner of your screen, they are just itching to get themselves back in this matchup, to go be there for their father right now. Because right now Rikishi is struggling. As he connected with an elbow there, that might definitely help him out. And now Roman throwing that table, or that Solo throwing that table towards Roman. Oh, and Roman throwing him Rikishi right towards his son there. Uh-oh, Solo looking to go high risk here. Oh, he misses. He misses that big maneuver, trying to go off the top of the rope here. And oh no, this ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good. One of the members of the other team for the Usos. Who will it be? Oh, goodness. Rikishi being thrown right into it. And now you got Jimmy Uso making his way down to the ring here. And another brutal punch there. Solo now Trying to throw it up against the wall there, or at least that in it, I suppose. And now Solo gonna toss that table to the other side. This is breaking down very, very quickly. That's what's to be expected in this War Games matchup, ladies and gentlemen. It is a massive night, especially tonight. 3 of your world champions, Kenny Omega, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes, go at it in a triple threat matchup. Who will be the better champion? We'll find out later on tonight as Rikishi tossed right in to that steel cage. And could you imagine if, you know, Roman Reigns could do that Bobby Lashley Umaga moment from back in the day in ECW, where we could just see him run right through or fly right through that cage? Oh my goodness, what an uppercut takes down Rikishi. This ain't gonna end well for somebody tonight. Bloodied, battered, it doesn't matter. It's Reigns now. Uh-oh. Roman, Superman punch. And now, oh no, this ain't gonna be good. Tilt-a-whirl, big tilt-a-whirl's body slam there. And now The Rock. The Rock is next, ladies and gentlemen. And if you thought this matchup was going to break down, it is going to get even more worse in this matchup. And now Roman with a Superman punch. Roman looking to end Jimmy real quick like with that spear. And look at Roman telling you, this crowd, that should be all she wrote. Roman Reigns telling The Rock, go ahead and get some chops in here. And also, if you guys didn't acknowledge Roman Reigns, make sure you acknowledge him right here, right now. And look at Solo just trying to decimate Rikishi right now. That's his own son, or his own father, I should say. And now The Rock from behind. We've seen plenty of Rock and Rikishi back in the day as well. Big tilt-a-whirl, or swinging DDT worked out in his favor. And that is advantage that Roman Reigns and company have right now, is what we're seeing on screen, on your television screen, what everyone's seeing here in Chicago, Illinois. Like we mentioned, 2 separate arenas for the War Games matches like we saw last night at NXT Takeover. And this War Games advantage, it feels like this clock is taking forever, just trying to give Jey Uso a bunch of pent-up frustration for sure. As Solo throws Rikishi over there. Roman Reigns with a ultimate Samoan drop from the top. That is horrific. And now, right now, this is where Jey has to change the matchup, change the projection of this matchup, because it's bound to change very, very quickly. Roman trying to connect with some punches to Rikishi. This ain't gonna end well though. And now, Rikishi, can he mount some offense? Solo waiting for his older brother, Jey, to get himself back in the ring here, but he's taking some time. And now he's going to introduce that, I believe that's the top of a garbage can being tossed in here. And now here we go, ladies and gentlemen. War Games has officially begun. Since Jey Uso is in the ring, anything will happen here, you gotta believe. Rikishi now trying to mount some offense, didn't work out in his favor that time. Oh, right there. But now Jey saving his own damn father there. Good timing by Jey. But Roman right back up to his feet here. As the other guys in the other ring go at it, this is a one-on-one contest on your other side of this ring here. Can only imagine what may happen here. Solo's going after main event Jey Uso. Look at Roman. Roman has him up. Oh my goodness. Power bombing Rikishi, and now Roman wants to end it once and for all. Can he do it? Spearing Rikishi. And look at Roman, he's not even ending it yet. He wants to do some more damage to his own damn family. That tells you how sadistic this SOB is. And now Jey Uso is busted wide open now. The family is being decimated tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And now Roman, oh no, Roman. No, military press slam into the table. Rikishi is gonna rue the day, ladies and gentlemen, that he ever got involved in this family business. And now Roman, oh no, this ain't good. Roman, Superman punch there. It seems like Rock almost putting away Mr. Main Event Jey Uso. Oh, but looks like somehow Jey Uso being kind of saving Rikishi from a potential spear there. Oh, and a big clothesline. Here we go. Let's see if the Usos and Rikishi can mount some kind of offense. Misses the possible slap there, and Jimmy able to connect to Roman Reigns. Back and forth we go. This matchup is breaking down even more, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly, I think with Rikishi getting saved there momentarily, I think that definitely saved them the matchup, as Rikishi tossing the Rock like a cruiserweight at the moment. And now Roman, big time Superman punch. Can he mount it up? But no. Wrong place, wrong time. It's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, when you're trying to mount some offense, especially when all 6 superstars are on one side of Solo, about to spike his own father. Pinfall from The Rock. And oh, everybody kicks out. Everybody kicks out. And now Solo gets hit with that vicious neck breaker. And now Rock has Jey Uso right where he wants him here. Hits him with that big time maneuver. And it looks like Roman going to focus on Jimmy here. And now Rock going to focus on Rikishi. That might be it, honestly. And it is. The Rock picks up the win over his own family tonight. War Games. It was certainly war. Rikishi put on one hell of an effort, and I'm absolutely proud of what we saw. That sledgehammer to the ribs, though, that was too much. Rikishi was put through a table, he was speared, he was hit with all sorts of stuff in this match from Roman Reigns. And I guess you can't really say you're surprised by this outcome. Roman Reigns, The Rock, and Solo Sikoa picking up the massive win. The thing is, what is next for Roman, Rock, and Solo Sikoa on Monday Night Raw? Looks like Jey Uso and Jimmy talking to each other back up here on the stage here. Maybe a little bit of a conflict brewing, a little bit of an argument, but these guys shouldn't be pissed off. They had a hell of a match just recently, and what? Jimmy Uso with a super kick there to his own brother. What in the hell is going on? And Jimmy, he's gonna add insult to injury to his own damn brother. What in the hell is going on here? It had to be done, Us. There was no other way. And when Rikishi got involved, our own father, I knew it wasn't going to go well. It was going to be a 2-on-3 matchup no matter what. Rikishi is not the same like he was back in the early 2000s, Jay, and you should realize that. But now with those kicks to the face, I hope you realize it now. If you wouldn't have had an attitude with Roman a couple months back, we wouldn't have had this issue. And yeah, I had a smart-ass comment afterwards, but you know what? This is on you, Jay, why this family is split at the moment. And I'm going to try anything in my power to get myself back into the family. It wasn't my fault. It was all of yours, Jay, and you need to realize that. We were known as being one of the best tag teams of all time. Then we lose to the Brothers of Destruction, and Roman takes our tag team championship opportunity away to where he will let us know when to use it. And yeah, that was disrespectful, but it's all about the plan. Roman has plans for us. At least he did at that time. Only if we would have beaten Kane and The Undertaker, but we all ruined it. And you know what? I'm done being on a tag team with you, Us. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I am still trying to process what in the hell we just saw. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline defeating the Usos and Rikishi. And after the matchup, on the ramp there, seeing Jimmy and Jay argue back and forth there. I mean, they had a hell of a War Games matchup. There was just nothing that they could do in that opportune time. And Jimmy ultimately snapped. And we heard his reasoning on why exactly he did that to Jay. Reasoning saying all started with Jey Uso not wanting to respect Roman Reigns. I mean, Roman was being disrespectful at that time. Jimmy saying, hey, live to fight another day type of thing. And just, Roman had something for us. He always is looking out for us. But obviously, just too much of that stuff happened. The Rock got involved and so on and so forth. And from what we can understand, and what Jimmy was saying, he is going to try and get in the graces of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll see how it goes. But it seems like the Usos are no longer tag team. That is not something I'd ever think would ever happen, but certainly it is something that's happened here at Survivor Series, as we are about to start our triple threat matchup between Gunther, NXT champion Kenny Omega, and the undisputed champion from Smackdown, Cody Rhodes. This is the type of matchup, ladies and gentlemen, that could literally blow this show's roof off this arena. As we will be going back and forth with a lot of this tonight, from War Games, the smaller arena, to this big time arena. This is how we had to adjust with the arenas, with the custom arena, and obviously War Games arena couldn't just make it easy, unfortunately, but we will have to do with what we have. So, I mean, they are bigger arenas to an extent, but just a different outlook. But we'll get focused on this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty big. Last night, Kenny Omega and the Elite and Will Ospreay took on the Judgment Day, and we saw how that ended. The Judgment Day walking out victorious. Finn Balor defeating Will Ospreay out of those 4 superstars. So it is a big night for Judgment Day last night, with also JD McDonough winning that triple threat matchup. But now also, tonight the Judgment Day are in your main event of the evening. Judgment Day will be taking on the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes, who's already having one match now, and then it's going to be Randy Orton, Edge, and John Cena. That is your main event for tonight's episode of Survivor Series. And there is your undisputed champion, the top man in SmackDown right now, Cody Rhodes. He was able to get his championship back at ECW One Night Stand 2 weeks ago by defeating Karrion Kross in a TLC matchup. Very physical, very brutal, but Kross was just not able to grab that championship. But it seems like Karrion Kross may not necessarily be done with him. We'll see actually Karrion Kross in action later on against the Dead Man, The Undertaker, later on tonight. But this triple threat matchup is definitely going to blow a lot of people out of the water. We literally saw a plenty of triple threat matches last night that were honestly better than you would think on paper, honestly. That triple threat matchup where we saw Bronson Reed, JD McDonough, and also the North American champion Mustafa Ali, that was a hell of a triple threat matchup. I thought they blew it out of the water. Also that 6-man tornado tag team matchup where we saw Kevin Owens defeat Undisputed Era and D-Generation X. Kevin Owens hitting the stunner on Adam Page to pick up the win. SmackDown having a big night last night. We'll see if they can continue it here tonight at Survivor Series, as there is Gunther, Kenny Omega, and Cody Rhodes already here. And the match is officially underway, ladies and gentlemen. How do you think this is going to fare? Plenty of build-up between these three. Wasn't any outside attacks or anything between these groups, so certainly, something's going to be building up here. Got to feel that specialness, especially a Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, but adding that extra spice in Gunther, your world heavyweight champion, one of the biggest superstars on Monday Night Raw, just in the terms of what he brings with the physicality, the brutalness. Not something you'd be, you don't go up saying, "Oh, hey, I want to go after Gunther." That is not the type of man you pick against. But certainly Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega are not afraid to go after the big man Gunther. Pinfall opportunity with the hook of the leg, as Cody Rhodes looking to introduce a kendo stick against Omega and Gunther. Oh, swinging for the fences right there to the ribs. And Gunther again going to try to kind of stun Cody Rhodes enough to get him out of position. Kenny Omega has him up. Down goes Cody Rhodes right on the kendo stick. And Omega would have taken some time to celebrate there, but obviously in a triple threat matchup, you always have to have eyes behind your head. If not, that will ultimately cost you, as now Cody with another cross-face maneuver here to Gunther, trying to make Gunther tap out, and obviously he keeps himself in the matchup momentarily, though. Certainly, there's going to be a matchup between the likes of Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes here in WWE. Certainly, there's going to be one day where in a draft or maybe a major trade or just some day general, we'll see a Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes matchup here. What a DDT. I think Gunther was busted wide open there. And yes, you can see the temple just before we saw that other camera angle right there. Yeah, look at that right side of his head. He is bleeding like a stuffed pig. There's a big knee right to the shoulder blade area. Both these superstars looking like they're going to war. But now Rhodes basically saving Omega. Omega wants more of Gunther, and I don't blame him. Why not? Don't back down from a man like Gunther. You have to stand up to him. But to a certain extent, you also got to be smart. So you just got to kind of pick and choose. If I was a superstar, I would kind of pick and choose when to be aggressive to a stronger superstar like Gunther. You cannot allow him to get his big meaty hands on you, or it's going to be game over. As a sit-out slam there from Cody Rhodes to Gunther, and now right crossroads to Kenny Omega. Is this enough to put away the cleaner? No, Kenny Omega kicks out, and Cody Rhodes cannot believe it. Oh my goodness, what a chop. You could hear that from the cheap seats here at the Allstate Arena here in Chicago, Illinois. This has been a great night of action already, and imagine what we're going to see. I mean, what we've seen from last night and then tonight, and then also later on into the night, especially when we get to the Bayley, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton matchup. That matchup is going to be huge as well. As also Sting, LA Knight, and Bronson Reed. That is a massive triple threat matchup as well. Also Undertaker, Karrion Kross. Going to be a massive bout there. And then also later on tonight, this is all in the terms of this matchup between the Hurt Business and Bobby Lashley's team. If Bobby Lashley's team wins, they get all the trademarks and anything related to the Hurt Business, the whole Hurt Business name, everything you can think of. Bobby Lashley's group will get that. But if Bobby Lashley's group, and also if Lashley wins, the Hurt Business dissolves. So that means no more Omos, MVP, Keith Lee, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin. But if Bobby Lashley loses, he will no longer be a contracted superstar on Smackdown, and he will be moved over to Monday Night Raw. How crazy would that be? As Kenny Omega going for that suicide dive. Cody Rhodes too focused on going after Gunther here. And that dive may have ruined some possible chances and probably even hurt Kenny Omega enough to where you never know how it's going to be faring later on tonight in this matchup, as Gunther swinging for the fences, taking out Omega, and now going to focus on the ribs. Multiple shots there from that baseball bat. Cody Rhodes getting that knee taken out, but not enough for him to really focus on it too much. Gunther now, that strength, that power from the World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. And I can only imagine what his future is with that World Heavyweight Championship, especially on the road to the Royal Rumble. Gunther now. Oh, goodness, a big back suplex on that barricade. That it will not be feeling too good for Kenny Omega. And for most of these superstars in this matchup, we don't know what is going on for the Royal Rumble, but for Cody Rhodes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. Broke last night from JBL. It will be Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor for the Undisputed Championship. If Cody Rhodes wins, the Judgment Day will be disbanded. But if Finn Balor wins, he becomes the new Undisputed Champion, as well as... Wait a minute. Hold on. Cody Rhodes trying to toss him up the ramp. But yes, if Finn Balor wins, he becomes the Undisputed Champion, as well as the Judgment Day will continue to grow here on Smackdown. Sorry for the slight pause. I thought maybe with being tossed up the ramp, I thought it was going to be leading to something bigger, but obviously not too much happening at that moment. So certainly Cody Rhodes will have himself a big-time matchup there at the Royal Rumble. And wait a minute. Crossroads to Gunther. Crossroads to Gunther right there in the middle of the ring. But Kenny Omega right there to break it up. And now Kenny Omega looking to put away Cody Rhodes here. Down goes Cody. Gunther up to his feet, and now Kenny Omega giving those 2-for-1 specials possibly. No, Gunther slipping out of it. And now Gunther, this might be his opportunity to end Kenny Omega. Release powerbomb, or I should say the pin combination of the powerbomb. And Kenny Omega out for a couple seconds at least. This is where Gunther has to put away Cody Rhodes. At least try to capitalize right now. You have to. Rhodes trying to fire himself up. Just look at that blood, that temple of Gunther just dripping down of your World Heavyweight Champion, showing great representation of Monday Night Raw. Easy for me to say, apparently, as Cody Rhodes with that submission briefly. But again, Kenny Omega keeps himself in it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the type of matchup right now, ladies and gentlemen. One big maneuver, you got to believe it could be, their moment to put away. Gunther now with a sleeper hold here. And yes, almost like a Coquita clutch. Almost the likes of what Samoa Joe does. Oh, and a big super kick right underneath the chin there of Gunther. Omega looking to introduce a steel step. And now Rhodes with the Tiger Driver 91. That might be able enough to steal victory here. But no, Gunther kicks out. Cody cannot believe it. But Cody, you got to continue to keep your eyes on the side of your head right now. Because Omega was able to get back in the ring and hit him with that vicious neck breaker. Oh, and then that big chop there. And Gunther certainly showing you guys why he's one of the best. Now Gunther gets hit with the Crossroads. The Undisputed Champion. Is this going to be it? 2, 3. Cody Rhodes survives this matchup. Hits the Crossroads on Gunther. And holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, what a matchup. We saw the Bloodline matchup, and then we see the 3 world champions on each show tear down the show. And that was just the second matchup of the night. Cody Rhodes hitting that Crossroads and putting away the Raw World Heavyweight Champion. Smackdown is looking great this weekend.
The following is a women's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
And now it is time for the women's war game matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like your undisputed women's champion, Becky Lynch, will be the first one representing Team Smackdown. This is a Raw versus Smackdown matchup. Got on Becky Lynch's team, ladies and gentlemen, you have, besides Becky Lynch, it is her other one half of the undisputed women's tag team champions, Asuka. You got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And then on the other side, for Team Raw, you got Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane. And it's always about, when it comes to this order, I wonder if these women kind of, voted out, or, if it's picked by management backstage. Honestly, I would hope that the team would be able to kind of really decide, like, okay, hey, you know what? I believe I come in this type of matchup, I can change the trajectory of the matchup if we happen to be down and out at the time. Or, hey, if you come in at this time, throw a bunch of weapons in the ring. I think it's just all about different strategies as well. And oh, how this is quite interesting for sure. Here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte last night, for her, definitely, I would say, a embarrassing loss, a shocking loss at that, because Charlotte, she was focusing on the legs of Tiffany Stratton those first couple minutes of the matchup. Then all of a sudden, Tiffany Stratton, out of nowhere, hits natural selection on Charlotte and picks up the win. Not every matchup in WWE is going to be long and drawn out, but that is certainly one of the shocking wins in some quite time. Honestly, I thought that matchup would have gone a little bit longer, and I think everybody was thinking the matchup was going to go longer. But hey, Tiffany Stratton outsmarted the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and well, she picked up a massive win, and that's what you got to do in these type of situations. To beat the best, you gotta, sometimes you gotta steal their own maneuvers. As here we go, referee outside the ring starting this matchup. Charlie and Becky, every 90 seconds we'll see these women get involved here. Team Raw does have the advantage. Charlotte Flair did get that for Team Raw, with Charlotte beating Becky Lynch a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, I believe it was. I know Becky Lynch trying to fight back, trying to get some offense in, doing what she can at this moment, and a big time uppercut early on. And for Becky Lynch at the Royal Rumble, she will be challenging for the Women's Championship. She will be challenging Jade Cargill for that SmackDown Women's Championship. As a big-time clothesline decapitating Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, trying to get this Chicago, Illinois crowd all fired up right now. But Becky Lynch has to be very careful at this time, So, Charlotte. Oh, Becky Lynch had to basically jump over her just to try to do something, and luckily she was able to rebound with that clothesline. Later this matchup goes, certainly it's going to come down to these two at the very late stages of this matchup, as Charlotte thrown over the top right into the cage. And what I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen, is obviously when all four superstars of each side are actually in this ring, you got to believe that it's going to change the who they go after. Going after the likes of Charlotte and Becky, I believe. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Becky Lynch DDTing Charlotte right on the metal. Seems like a lot of superstars have been using that metal grate, and certainly why not, as now here comes Kairi Sane, who has had a rivalry brewing with damage control over the last month or two now. And over the nice arm drag takedown there. And now Kairi Sane gonna eat the big old punches and the uppercut there from Becky Lynch. Lynch now, leg drop there, and now, now she's gonna get caught by Charlotte. Charlotte didn't want to see Becky Lynch complete her big time leg drops, and Lynch coming right after Charlotte. Big elbow there. Kairi Sane saying, hey, why can't I get something going? And Lynch does not care. Lynch just trying to survive at this moment. Big time kick to the skull. And that's all Becky can do at this time. You're going to be facing off with Kairi Sane and Charlotte. They're going to be bringing their A game. And it's not going to be easy until you get that other person, the next woman, to make their way down to this ring. The question is, who exactly will that be? We'll be finding out in just about a little bit less than 5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. As now, Kairi Sane with the submission hold here on Becky. Lynch able to escape momentarily. Even if Becky were to tap out, it's not like it would actually mean something, because the matchup doesn't start, obviously, until all 4 members of each team is in the ring. You know, Asuka, the other half of the women's tag team champions, trying to introduce some weapons, but right now, Becky Lynch is in trouble here. Oh, big time takedown there. This could be changing up the matchup. Becky Lynch is trying to get out of this corner, but oh, eat defeat there from Charlotte Flair. And now Asuka is officially in this ring here. And oh, Asuka has a good old kendo stick here. Going to be swinging for the fences here. And obviously we saw it recently on Monday Night Raw when Kairi Sane and Io Sky were backstage. We witnessed Asuka kind of come in at the last second and really see, or maybe even bring in, kind of talk to them too. We don't know what exactly happened after Asuka showed up there, but certainly maybe it's just some friendly catching up. Oh, wait a minute, a disarmer to Kairi Sane. Will this be enough? Obviously, like I mentioned, it won't be enough, but just doing enough damage to put away Kairi Sane in this matchup to really affect her. And now just mere moments away from figuring out if it'll be Bianca or Alexa. Oh, and now the EST of Monday Night Raw making her way down to the ring. We'll see if Bianca Belair wants to use any weapons or not. Oh, she means business, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, did you see that? I have never seen that over this past year, or years in general, ladies and gentlemen. I have never seen a superstar being thrown over the table like that. That was absolutely crazy. And I think it's just with how small Kairi Sane is that she can just be tossed around like a cruiserweight. Oh, and a big knee strike there from Becky Lynch to Bianca. And uh-oh, Kairi Sane, is she going to put her through the table? No, but that will definitely hurt as well. Bianca and Kairi Sane working well together early on here. They have to, especially this late in the matchup. Oh, wait a minute. Becky Lynch with the big time Beck's bottom there. And now Bianca takes down Lynch. Becky Lynch was trying. She was desperately trying to figure stuff out. And why not? You have to at this stage of the matchup. Oh, wait a minute. Lynch, is she going to powerbomb her through the table? Yes, she does. What a spot there from Becky Lynch. What a moment. Perfectly placed table. And Lynch is trying to fight back. You got Charlotte get the natural figure 4 into the figure 8 over there. As Raquel Rodriguez from Smackdown trying to get herself in this matchup now. Uh-oh, Kairi Sane with a snap. And Charlotte has that figure 8. Asuka fighting out of it. We'll see if she can get something going here. And look at Lynch being double teamed here. A systematic destruction right now to Becky. As are we gonna see another figure 8? This is a figure 4 over in the second ring, ladies and gentlemen. Raquel's still taking her time here. I think Raquel, certainly she could be getting herself in here and saving Becky Lynch, honestly, because right now this is a beatdown of ages, and Raquel not really helping. She's helping out the other side. Raquel coming right after Charlotte. Still that 2-on-1 beating from Kairi Sane and Bianca. Even surprised Bianca throwing a table over there towards those women. Oh my goodness, those kendo stick shots as a massive elbow there from Kairi Sane. Oh, and then a steel chair shot for good measure. Charlotte with that swinging neck breaker. And now we wait to see the final member, obviously, of Team Raw. It will be Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss winning it for Team Raw and Smackdown last night. And we'll see if Alexa Bliss can come in to clutch again on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, which is tomorrow night. We will see a triple threat Women's World Championship matchup. We will see Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Bianca Belair for that Women's World Championship. So certainly something to keep your eyes on, ladies and gentlemen. This Alexa Bliss, she's just sitting there right now. She's just watching this beatdown of Becky Lynch. You got Asuka and Charlotte. Raquel Rodriguez, oh God, she's going for the flying crossbody and it didn't work out. Probably not the best feeling in the world, certainly. Oh, and then Kairi Sane with the sledgehammer. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been pretty one-sided for Raw right now. Or I should say for Raw beating down SmackDown. You got Raquel and Asuka now going after Bianca Belair on your right-hand screen. 2-on-1 special on your left ring between Kairi Sane and Alexa Bliss. Bliss is trying to decimate Becky Lynch, one half of the women's undisputed tag team champions. Look at Kairi Sane with that standing Spanish fly. And now we wait for Liv Morgan. Once she's in this matchup, it becomes official. The matchup will start. And I think for Becky, she's getting decimated. Her team's not helping her out right now. Asuka's not even coming to help her out. And now Liv Morgan trying to get involved here. And now Becky Lynch finally, after being decimated after the first like 5 minutes, it feels like, finally can get something. But just like that, Alexa Bliss with the sledgehammer to the lower back. Everything going on in the other ring at this very moment. Everything's brewing down. You got a Liv Morgan and Charlotte Flair there. And oh, wait a minute. Hold on, a disarmer. Disarm out of nowhere after being dominated this whole matchup. Becky Lynch. Oh, Becky Lynch just has not done too much damage, honestly. No one of that drop kick there from the Pirate Princess herself. Asuka with a big time elbow from the second rope. And then Lynch gets connected with a snap suplex. Raquel now getting targeted by Kairi Sane. Asuka trying to make Bianca Belair tap out. We could see a tap out situation here, but Asuka not able to hold it any longer, and down goes that. Liv Morgan connects with a variation of a frog splash maneuver. And now it seems like everybody transitioning over to the other ring. Here we go. If you want a beatdown, you are going to get yourself a beatdown. As a big-time maneuver there from the man, Becky Lynch. Becky deciding not to go for the pinfall after that maneuver. Certainly could have maybe won the matchup, but certainly probably realizing Bianca was over here kicking some ass for a little bit. So certainly going after Bianca a little bit longer possibly may help her out. Oh, what a forearm. And then Lynch just eating that metal there as Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan continue to brawl it out. Raquel Rodriguez, this ain't going to be good for Kairi Sane. Wait a minute. Raquel, is she going to pick up the win? No. Kairi Sane able to kick out just in time. And now, now Becky Lynch is looking to go to war. Asuka has the Asuka lock on Charlotte Flair. Will Charlotte have to tap out? Nowhere to go, ladies and gentlemen. But Charlotte was able to get out of it. And now Becky Lynch with another rock bottom maneuver there, putting away Bianca Belair. But again, seems like Becky has something else in store here, as these women are just tearing each other apart here. Raquel with the Raquel bomb. Is that enough? It is not. As Lynch now, is she looking for a superplex to back Bianca Belair? What a maneuver from the man, Becky Lynch. And now Becky, is she going to go for the pinfall on Bianca? Here we go. Certainly, that has to be it, right? Yes, it is. Becky Lynch gets the win for Team SmackDown. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. A big superplex from the top row, and certainly everyone else was kicking each other's ass in that second ring. And look at that, right there, that big massive suplex. And then we'll see if Becky Lynch, she goes on to taunt everyone else in that other ring, taunting Monday Night Raw as well, saying, hey, I'm about to finish this matchup, just letting you know. And bam, she was able to get that 1, 2, and 3. And Team SmackDown gets the much needed win, ladies and gentlemen. Asuka, Raquel, Liv Morgan, and even Becky Lynch are on top for Team SmackDown. Like we mentioned, Team SmackDown dominating these last couple nights, and it's to be expected. One of the best brands of all time. Well, there's my best friend, Sasha. Saw you out there tonight, shocking us all. Welcome back to WWE. But I gotta ask, what's next for Sasha? Where you coming from? You going to Raw, NXT, SmackDown? You after seeing tonight, you gotta have had a brand in mind for sure, Sasha. It is good to see you too, Bailey. And oh, believe me, I've already made my decision on what brand, and I've already talked to that general manager. And by the end of tonight, you'll know who I'm going after. And if I were you, I'd probably keep that Women's World Championship a little tighter to your chest if I were you. What the hell does that mean, Sasha? That doesn't mean that you are thinking about coming after my Women's World Championship, does it? We'll set this little discussion to a side because my matchup is up next against Tiffany and Jade. And if you want to learn something, Sasha, watch this next match. Well, that was certainly a interaction that I was not necessarily expecting. It was going to have to happen eventually, but we know Bailey and Sasha Banks, really good friends in WWE and outside of WWE. Bailey straight up telling Sasha, hey, watch this matchup. We'll straight up show you how it's done. So, and certainly last time we've seen Sasha, she has not seen this Bailey. So we'll see if Sasha, from what we understand, Sasha Banks has now just already made her decision. She has talked to the general managers, and she has decided who she's going after. And I don't know if she was hinting at it or whatnot, but she said that she's made her decision, and she's told Bailey to keep that Women's World Championship very close to her chest. So, certainly some mind games, certainly for Bailey, another obstacle maybe could be coming her way, but tonight the obstacle coming her way right now is Bailey taking on Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Now we got all sorts of different factors going on in this matchup. You got Jade Cargill, who has been very dominant ever since joining SmackDown, and then you got Tiffany Stratton. She last night was in a pardon me, excuse me. She was in a massive matchup with Charlotte Flair from Monday Night Raw, and we've already covered it. Tiffany Stratton hit natural selection, stealing Charlotte Flair's finishing maneuver. Absolute craziness ensuing there. And imagine if Tiffany Stratton can pick up a massive win tonight in this triple threat matchup. But we've talked about it before, but what it would do for Tiffany Stratton's career to win 2 matches in 2 nights. And we still got to figure out what NXT is going to be looking like. You know, what's their next pay-per-view, everything else like that. But obviously tonight they're focused on winning some matches. Tonight we've seen all sorts of goodies, from Cody Rhodes winning a triple threat matchup, Roman Reigns, The Rock, and Solo Sikoa winning their 3-on-3 War Games matchup against their own bloodline, Jimmy Uso turning on his own brother Jey Uso, as here comes your women's champion Jade Cargill down to the ring. And we just witnessed SmackDown defeat Monday Night Raw in the Survivor Series matchup as well. So something is definitely been going these last couple years where SmackDown has gotten the upper hand over Monday Night Raw. But yeah, hey, maybe they can get something going. They got this matchup tonight. And then also they got the Bronson Reed Sting LA Knight matchup. And then also they still got the Raw versus SmackDown men's matchup as well later on tonight. So maybe, just maybe, they can make themselves a comeback here tonight. But this is the matchup I'm really looking forward to. The women's world champions from each show going at it in the middle of this ring. Bayley from Raw, Tiffany from NXT, Jade Cargill from SmackDown. The referee has officially made this match official. Here we go. And look at Tiffany Stratton coming right after Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has talked a bunch of trash about Bayley and Tiffany Stratton. Jade Cargill said she shouldn't even be worrying about Tiffany Stratton. She's been in training in WWE for less than she ever has. As a big breakup there from Bayley. You never know where that submission could have turned into. As a big Samoan drop from Jade Cargill. This is where we're going to see Jade Cargill deal with not somebody else besides Becky Lynch and Asuka. And, we'll really see what Jade Cargill's really made of. Going up against Bayley, who's been around in WWE for a very, very long time. Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, relatively new to WWE. So, certainly we'll see if that veteran prowess of Bayley will come into a head tonight, or if it will be more of a, it's going to be I guess you could call them rookies or the newbies in WWE. That will be a change in scenery and everything like that, change of what may happen. As we got Jade Cargill with a steel chair here. Jade coming right after somebody. We don't know. Oh, well, she has slipped out of that steel chair there. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's been one hell of a night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a great holiday season. And like I mentioned before, stay safe out there. Hopefully you guys get all the Christmas gifts that you were hoping to get, as well as just being there for your family, your grandparents, your mom, dad, whoever it may be, or just being there for yourself. It is that holiday season. Hopefully you guys are having a great season, and hopefully this will put some cheers on your face for sure. As Jade Cargill with a massive power bomb there to Bayley, pinfall opportunity, but Tiffany Stratton right there to break it up. Tiffany sees that steel chair, going to try to put that to use. Why not? She needs to use it against Jade, and as soon as I say that, she actually does. You need to take down Jade Cargill as much as you can and try to focus on Bayley. Make it that opportune time to do it. As Tiffany and Bayley continue to go back and forth here. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is the All-In SmackDown side of matchups going on tonight, as it will be Bobby Lashley's team taking on the Hurt Business. Like we mentioned before, if Bobby Lashley wins tonight, he will get all of the credentials for the Hurt Business. So that means his group will have the Hurt Business logo, be officially known as the Hurt Business. But that means the actual team of the Hurt Business right now, Keith Lee, Omos, Cedric Alexander, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, that whole group will disband. But if Bobby Lashley loses tonight, he will no longer be a part of SmackDown, and he will be officially moved over to Monday Night Raw. So tonight it is a big night for sure in SmackDown, and just in the build up to not just tonight, but what the future is going to look like for a lot of the Hurt Business, especially Bobby Lashley. And what would that mean for Bobby Lashley? Would the Street Profits join Mr. Lashley to Monday Night Raw? How would that work? Does he get a choice? As Jade Cargill, look at these big boots to the face there. Tiffany coming right after Jade. Jade a little bit faster in that little bit of a sidestep there. And now Jade with a back body drop to Tiffany Stratton. Good back and forth triple threat matchup as Bayley now has Jade Cargill up. That didn't seem too easy to picking up the lengthy Jade Cargill. Hook of the leg, pinfall opportunity from Tiffany. Can she steal one? No. Tiffany really trying to steal one as Jade flexing on everybody here in Chicago. Tiffany is just trying to do everything in her power right now to put away Bayley, keeping her down. It's a big flatliner as, got ourselves a kendo stick. but Tiffany a little bit faster in the exchanges as well. Oh, Tiffany Stratton about to show her some Tiffy time here tonight. This whole roster being put on notice by Tiffany Stratton. Imagine who could be next in line for that women's championship. As Bayley looking to send a message to Jade Cargill, implanting there Miss Jade Cargill, but again, look at Jade right back up to her feet. She is stunned though, but right now, Bayley able to slip out of it. I think Tiffany may have been thinking a possible moonsault. Jade Cargill, she's fired up. She looks pissed, but Bayley stops her momentarily, and just like this is Tiffany Stratton's moment. She has to stay on Bayley. Jade Cargill's down and out at ringside as she introduces a kendo stick here, and right to the lower back. Tiffany getting extreme here in Chicago, swinging that kendo stick like Dansby Swanson of the Chicago Cubs. Pinfall, but a big breakup there from Jade Cargill. Jade now from behind. This is where Jade needs to inflict some offense right now. Put away Bayley, and Jade Cargill is... look at that corkscrew maneuver there from Jade Cargill. I think she stole Tiffany Stratton's maneuver. I believe that's what that is. As Bayley with a back suplex. That looked like that hurt for sure. Pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? Jade Cargill breaks, or able to kick out at 2.5. Tiffany now. Springboard Swanton Bomb. Both these women targeting Jade Cargill. You have to. As a big, another suplex there from Bayley. And now Bayley. What does she do? Does she focus on Tiffany or Jade Cargill? We know the answer now, but this may come back to bite her. Certainly, the longer this matchup goes, you gotta really figure out what may be the best option. When will you toss out your opponent to the outside so you can make it a one-on-one contest where you don't have to necessarily have eyes behind your head? Bayley now focusing on Jade. Slowly but surely, Bayley's just giving away 2-for-1 specials. Why not? She's a veteran here in WWE, trying to send a message to Jade and Tiffany. Look at Tiffany with those big haymakers and that forearm. Jade Cargill now trying to inflict some damage here. Jade doing quite well in the terms of staying in there with the likes of Bayley and Tiffany Stratton. And what a jumping boot there. Wait a minute. Referee taking her time. Will she get there? No. At least would have got a 1 or a 2 out of that, but a little bit slower to make it there. Now Tiffany Stratton here. She tried doing this to Bayley earlier, but now, I guess she's not going to be able to get to possibly where she was thinking. I think she was kind of maybe hinting at getting to that moonsault that she likes to hit from that second rope, but she didn't get that far. Bayley, what a back suplex, bringing her, folding her like an accordion, and now Bayley gonna take it to the Smackdown Women's Champion. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? Pinfall, and Bayley had, I think Jade Cargill, yes, she got that left shoulder up, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that? And look at Jade Cargill swinging for the fences here. Bayley now, looks like we're going to see our double team, double haymaker there to Jade Cargill. And now Jade, she thinking pump handle slam. No, what a maneuver from Jade Cargill. Pinfall opportunity. Referee is right there. Bayley is stunned still on the rope. And Tiffany could not, she stays in this matchup a little bit longer. Holy cow. And now Jade Cargill, look at this maneuver. What a women's matchup, ladies and gentlemen. They are putting it all on the line tonight as Bayley with that flying crossbody. Tiffany Stratton now. Tiffany. Wait a minute. Wait. Maybe a disarmer. A disarmer from Tiffany Stratton out of nowhere. Bayley might have to tap out, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine if Bayley has to tap out. Jade's still down and out at ringside, but Bayley is able to get out of it. Jade's still flexing on the competition, though. Nice jumping knee from Bayley. Back and forth again. This is anyone's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. Jade Cargill has the baseball bat swinging for the fences, and oh no, down goes Tiffany. Man, those thuds with that baseball bat, are you kidding me? Holy crap. If you want to talk about a real baseball bat right there, that is what we are seeing. Bayley getting up to her feet after hitting that brutal maneuver there to Jade Cargill. Realizing Tiffany Stratton was back up to her feet. Probably the reason why she didn't finish a possible pinfall opportunity. And now, oh, dragging her down by her hair. That ain't going to be feeling too good. And, oh, look at Tiffany again. Look at that, though. Tiffany Stratton saying, hey, we're going to inflict some more damage to you. Oh, wait a minute. A Bayley to belly. A Bayley to belly. There to Tiffany Stratton. But Tiffany Stratton kicks out. Bayley cannot believe it. What a matchup. And now Bayley. Bayley now. Oh my goodness. What a maneuver. Puts down Jade Cargill. Is that going to be enough? No. Tiffany Stratton breaks it up here. Oh, and what a neck breaker there from Tiffany Stratton. Oh, wait a minute. Tiffany Stratton taking down the referee. I don't know if that's going to come back to bite her there at all, but I think that was more of an inadvertently attack there, but I guess I don't know how more inadvertently you can be there with all of a sudden attacking the referee. Jade now. Uh-oh. Oh, and a pedigree there to Bayley. And now Jade, wait a minute, Jade Cargill with a gut-wrench suplex. Jade now, perfect opportunity to try to put away Tiffany Stratton. Here we go. Down goes Tiffany, pinfall opportunity. But again, that attack to the referee, hurting the chances. And now down goes Bayley here. And now Jade Cargill. What else does she have to do? Oh no, right to the neck area there of Tiffany Stratton. What a maneuver. That ain't going to be feeling too good. And now Jade Cargill again has her up. Down goes Tiffany. And this could be the moment she desperately needs, as Bayley now trying to hit her with that arm strike maneuver, but it didn't work out in her favor again. And now, oh my goodness, right on the baseball bat, ladies and gentlemen. That is not going to be feeling too good at all. And now, as this matchup continues, this matchup has been brutal from beginning to end here. Seems like Jade has something in mind here. I don't know if she's thinking about putting her through a table. Ooh, what a power bomb there. And oh no, has her towards the table here. This could be possibly bad if she has any dastardly decisions on her mind here. As Jade Cargill, oh look at this maneuver. Oh no, look at that. Big time maneuver being moved out of the way by Tiffany Stratton. Jade Cargill moving drastically here. Now back to Bayley and Jade Cargill in the middle of this ring here. Bayley trying to keep Jade down here. Bayley talking some major trash here. Certainly probably not the best idea to be doing to the Smackdown Women's Champion. No, and a big boot just for good measure here. And now Jade able to get out of that situation into that running bulldog. What a match we are witnessing, ladies and gentlemen. An all-out war, big-time running bulldog. And now it is down to Bayley and Tiffany Stratton, at least at this moment. What does Tiffany have to do to put away Bayley here? Bayley with a pivotal neck breaker there. Jade Cargill right there, though, to save the day. And just like that, Jade Cargill has all the momentum here. And this is where Jade, she can just take her time. She doesn't necessarily need to come after Bayley or Tiffany Stratton, but certainly, Bayley giving her a little bit of a taunt, you could say, calling her stinky, or maybe she's saying this crowd is stinky, but nonetheless, it's a taunt to Jade Cargill, is someone you do not want to piss off. But this matchup has been off the charts. There's been some moments in this matchup where you're saying, hey, why not go for the pinfall? But I think the women are just more... When you run into 3 superstars that are very cocky, confident, and realize that, you know what, I could do more damage to my opponent. I want some more damage. I want to fight, especially at War Games, the first ever Survivor Series War Games. Well, that's what you're going to get. They're going to stop their pinfalls, and, you know, hey, you know what, screw it. Let's do it. As Jade Cargill trying to do some more to Tiffany Stratton, but this is just a back and forth matchup between all 3. Stratton has her up. Big old Samoan drop to Bayley. Who is going to walk out victorious? We saw between Raw and SmackDown, we saw SmackDown walk out victorious. We'll see if NXT or Bayley, or NXT or Monday Night Raw can get a big win in this triple threat category here tonight. Big elbow there from Bayley. As this matchup continues here at ringside, ladies and gentlemen, like we mentioned, coming up next, Hurt Business, All In. That's going to be a massive matchup there. On Bobby Lashley's team, you got Apollo Crews and the Street Profits. And then on Keith Lee's team, you got Keith Lee, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, and Omos. As well as coming up also later on tonight, we mentioned Bronson Reed taking on Sting and LA Knight. I know some of these matches, hey, if you're new to the channel, you might think they're kind of random, but these are your champions on all across the 3 brands here. So it's kind of the moment to really see who's the better champion. Again, that is cocky. Bayley, what is the point of even going for the pinfall if you don't even want to finish off the matchup? She could have easily just pinned Jade Cargill. But it seems like Bayley wants to beat down the new superstars here as Bayley eating that vicious forearm strike there to Tiffany Stratton. And now Bayley going to beat some respect into Tiffany Stratton. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Bayley now. Can only imagine where this is going to go. Flying crossbody from Bayley. This matchup is breaking down once again. I think Bayley could have easily won this matchup moments ago here, but Bayley, ever since she's changed that different persona, ladies and gentlemen, she has done this to the core. Tiffany Stratton trying to ruin the moment here. Oh, and then eats a thud. Oh my goodness. Tell me you guys can hear that thud. Bayley gonna toss her away here. And now, Bayley now. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver there. And now Bayley with a Bayley to belly to Jade Cargill. Absolutely brutal. And now Bayley again. Seems like she's trying to target Jade Cargill enough, but certainly doesn't look like it's going to go that way. As what a back body drop there from Jade Cargill to Tiffany Stratton. What a match we are witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen. Bayley gets tossed back in the ring. Jade Cargill going to focus now on Tiffany Stratton momentarily. And look at Bayley calling her a loser. Jade Cargill walking up to her. Oh, wait a minute. Jade Cargill looking to finish Bayley here. Is this it? 1, 2. No, Tiffany Stratton breaks it up. This, like I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is a matchup that we've all been looking forward to. Something different. And certainly we are getting it tonight. Jade Cargill is in a fight for her life tonight. Big old Samoan drop from Jade Cargill. Bayley's down and out at ringside. This is a perfect moment for one of these women to pick up the win. Look at this. The strength, the power, the military press slam there. to Tiffany Stratton. And Jade Cargill feeling herself up here. I don't think she realizes what's coming her way. As, oh, wait a minute. Bayley now. Big time takedown there. But for Bayley, what the hell are you doing? You were taunting Tiffany Stratton. And now Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill gonna look to put away Tiffany Stratton. And now, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, not like this. Wait a minute. Bayley now tosses Jade. Is Bayley gonna steal it? Is Bayley gonna steal it here? Bayley, 2, 3. Bayley steals the damn matchup. You gotta be kidding me. I find it quite funny that Bayley could have won this match of any other time, especially beating Jade Cargill at any other time. But Bayley picked that opportune time when Jade Cargill did all the work, hit that maneuver to Tiffany Stratton, and Bayley thought, hey, this is the time to steal the matchup. Right there with that suplex, Jade Cargill would go on to hit one of her finishers, and Bayley thought that was the perfect opportunity, and well, she was right. Look at this, Jade Cargill puts her up, down goes Tiffany Stratton. Bayley comes up from behind, says, hey, good luck. See you next time, Jade Cargill. Over top you go. And Bayley gets that infinite 1, 2, 3. Monday Night Raw is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. A massive win for Bayley tonight, live here on Monday Night Raw.
The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
And now here we go, War Games getting started, and now Keith Lee will be the one kicking us off for the Hurt Business. Massive matchup literally for Keith Lee in this matchup. Keith Lee, Omos, Alexander, and Benjamin. If they lose this matchup, they will no longer be a stable here in WWE, but if they do, they will continue to be a stable here on Smackdown, as well as they'll send Bobby Lashley packing to Monday Night Raw. It's a big time matchup. Keith Lee needs this. I honestly think this is a must win for Keith Lee. He got that massive win over Apollo Crews recently to give the advantage to Keith Lee's Hurt Business. But even with the advantage, it doesn't always mean you will be able to walk out victorious. And especially being locked inside of a cell like this with the likes of Omos, Keith Lee, Bobby Lashley, monstrous men in this matchup. Certainly, I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby Lashley, like I mentioned before, in the Bloodline matchup to kick off Survivor Series, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Bobby Lashley Umaga moment where Bobby Lashley goes through the damn cell. It wouldn't be technically climbing the cell, so I mean, you probably could break the cell if you really wanted to, I suppose. But it looks like Keith Lee will be starting himself off with the leader of the Almighty Prophets, Bobby Lashley. And we saw that Falls Count Anywhere matchup at ECW One Night Stand, where Bobby Lashley dominated that matchup at ringside, and Lashley would connect with a spear and walk out victorious. So this is a do or die type of moment for both sides. major stipulations. It's an all-in type of matchup. Bobby Lashley's putting all of his chips in the table, and either he's going to walk out with everything, or he's going to walk out with nothing, and he'll be shipped over to a different brand. Certainly Lashley would love to stay here on SmackDown, I would assume, but, you know, maybe moving back over to Monday Night Raw, the first brand he was ever on here in WWE, maybe that will, you know, change the results of what's currently happening with him and the Almighty Prophets. You just never know. And the bell has officially rung. Here we go. And look at Keith Lee just pushing away Bobby Lashley. Keith Lee on the offensive here, coming right after Lashley as well. This is where Keith Lee just needs to pounce on Bobby Lashley. And literally that's what he's doing right now. All that weight right to the midsection. You kind of have to in these type of matches, ladies and gentlemen. And I think Keith Lee, if he doesn't do that, you know, this could be a do or die time. Obviously, he came back to help MVP. But, oh no, a big suplex right there on the apron. That is not going to be feeling too good as, Keith Lee, high risk on the other side here. Keith Lee halfway across the ring, hits him with that flying headbutt, down goes Lashley. But, like I mentioned, this is the moment that the Hurt Business needs, certainly, and something to be taken as a threat. They've been feuding with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits for, it feels like, months and months, and it all comes to a head tonight. Something has to give. And now Lashley, Irish whipping Keith Lee off that rope there, and look at the agility and the strength taking down Keith Lee. That is Bobby Lashley for you, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Lee trying to fight back. He's trying to do everything that he can to at least stun Bobby Lashley at this moment as the next superstar. As I couldn't really see from the camera angles, oh my goodness, it is the Nigerian Nightmare, that being Omos. And certainly we've seen Bobby Lashley and Omos certainly have their feud back in the day when obviously the original Hurt Business was turning on Bobby Lashley and everything. So the whole story is different now. It's just now Lashley has his own group, has something else going on. And Keith Lee's just going to allow Bobby Lashley to get beaten up by the big Nigerian giant Omos. Certainly, why not? Get some action for Omos. Certainly for, Omos hasn't really seen too much action as of, probably these last couple months, certainly. So I think if he's able to showcase his skills tonight and really show what the Hurt Business has in store for him. Omos is a former European champion, ladies and gentlemen, so cannot forget about that. And look at Keith Lee, ladies and gentlemen, what a suplex. And the Hurt Business is just eating this up, and they certainly have to at this moment. There is a submission hold here. Obviously just trying to use that bear hug to eat up Bobby Lashley, try to waste some time. We'll wait for the next superstar to make themselves down to the ring here. It looks like Montez Ford will be making his way down to this ring here at ringside currently. And Lashley gets hit with that big time maneuver. And now, and a big takedown of Montez Ford. Montez Ford was trying to come in here and try and help out Lashley as soon as he can. And that's what you gotta like about Montez, trying to be there for his leader, I guess you could really call Lashley. But right now, Montez Ford coming in here in a very wrong time. And like I said in one of the other War Games matches, ladies and gentlemen, it's very questionable just in the terms of how they do pick this order of who comes in this matchup. Does the team leaders do it? Does the superstars in the match, like, oh, hey, you know what? I'm deciding that I should go second or I should go third. It's all just about strategy. That's what I believe it is. Let's look at Keith Lee going back and forth with Lashley right now. The Almighty Prophets are having troubles right now. As Omos with a one-handed choke slam there to Montez Ford. Holy crap. As Keith Lee with a monstrous clothesline. And oh no, this ain't good. Keith Lee, high risk. Oh my God, the big man. Are we about to bask in his glory? Oh God, Keith Lee, no. This could be in bad. Frog splash from the top of the cage. Holy crap. That could have ended so badly for Keith Lee, but ultimately for him, it worked out perfect. As now Keith Lee has Lashley up. He's looking for that jackhammer right there to Bobby Lashley. As Omos again owning Montez Ford. Alexander throwing in a sledgehammer and a table. This is going to get bad very quickly as Lashley with a dominator. And just when you thought the matchup was, going to get dominated, Lashley now changing up the trajectory of this matchup. Hits that electric chair, but he doesn't realize Omos is right there. Omos swinging for the fences as Alexander and Montez Ford continue to go back and forth. For Lashley, he's one of those superstars can take a 2-on-1 beating, and he could walk out victorious as Lashley, or I should say Alexander, putting Montez Ford through the table. Hurt Business looking great tonight. They still got to wait for the numbers game to possibly come into play here, but right now everything is working for the Hurt Business. Gotta wait and see what is next for Bobby Lashley's crew tonight. It's going to be Shelton or Angelo Dawkins or Apollo Crews, and it looks like it's going to be Angelo Dawkins making his way down to the ring. One half of the Street Profits. Keith Lee just flexing on everybody. Look at Dawkins trying to get something going, but Keith Lee right there. Ooh, and a vicious neck breaker takes down Dawkins. Numbers game is there, ladies and gentlemen. Even keel right now. Got a 3-on-3 matchup brewing here. Uh-oh. Full Nelson power slam there. And I think the strategy is working out perfect right now for the Hurt Business. But it doesn't mean that you won't see, some different types of offense in this type of situation. As, oh no, this is almost like a reverse Alabama slam right there on I believe it was Alexander there, but Keith Lee hit it on Montez Ford. It gets so many superstars in this matchup, it's getting hard to call. It's a big old snake eyes there from Mr. Bobby Lashley there to Alexander. Omos is down, Keith Lee is down, Alexander is down, but now got some reinforcements coming down as here comes Shelton Benjamin, ladies and gentlemen, in just mere moments. And now Benjamin, is he going to introduce some weapons? Bringing in a good old steel chair there, why not? Oh, and a good old stop sign as well. We are certainly getting extreme here as Omos, look at Omos tossing him to the other side. That is the strength, the power that Mr. Omos brings into play, ladies and gentlemen. As another full Nelson slam there from Keith Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Lashley getting his brakes pumped off right now by Cedric Alexander and Omos on the other side here. As, oh, wait a minute, Montez Ford with a pivotal reversal in this matchup. And now we wait, ladies and gentlemen. We wait for Apollo Crews of the Almighty Prophets here to make themselves known. Oh, and a steel chair shot from behind as Omos taking out Bobby Lashley with the one-armed slam there, or I should say one-armed backbreaker of sorts. Why not? Just loosen up the back. Do what you need to, and we are just less than 10 seconds away from Apollo Crews making himself known, and we are going to figure out who exactly, ladies and gentlemen, will be walking out with the Hurt Business moniker, everything, the logo, the trademark, everything, and will Lashley be going to Monday Night Raw, as now Uh-oh, Keith Lee looking for that spirit bomb there to Montez Ford. And now Cruz connecting with the steel chair now. Oh my goodness. As Alexander with the submission hold on Lashley on the other side of the ring. This matchup is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen here? Everybody is down except for 5 superstars at this opportune time. I believe the Street Profits got to help out Bobby Lashley right now in that other ring right now, because what we're seeing is a beatdown of the ages. Omos is just throwing him down. As Keith Lee getting his face punctured right there with those multiple punches to the face. Not going to be feeling too good for Keith Lee. That's the sledgehammer shot won't feel too good either. And right now, Street Profits are taking it to Keith Lee, trying to beat down Keith Lee enough to where might be able to walk out victorious here. Oh, but again, just when Keith Lee thinks he's able to get out of it, not able to. And Apollo Crews helping out the Street Profits here. Bobby Lashley. Oh, wait a minute. Got a submission hold here on Keith Lee, but Lee not going to allow that to happen. But again, Montez with the sledgehammer. And Lashley, what a clothesline, ladies and gentlemen. Turning him inside out, man. Absolutely craziness going and ensuing here, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, Montez Ford. Oh, I think he's thinking about going up top there. Spear to Omos. Spear to Omos. I don't think anybody realizes it, though. Is Bobby Lashley going to walk out victorious? Yes, he does. Oh, my goodness. Everybody was fighting in the first ring. Nobody going over to the second ring. And that means the official Hurt Business with Keith Lee, Omos, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP are no longer. And now Bobby Lashley will acquire everything Hurt Business as that spear to Omos. So that means Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, they are all known as the Hurt Business. Not what MVP was expecting for when Keith Lee was brought over to SmackDown. But now it is official. These guys are now known as the Hurt Business, and the landscape of SmackDown will be officially changing. Congratulations to these guys. Well, certainly a end of, I don't know if you could call it an end of an era, but no longer will the Hurt Business be going with more of the original superstars. It goes back to Bobby Lashley now. With Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, they will be now officially known as the Hurt Business. We're still trying to get confirmation if Apollo Crews is actually officially a part of the Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley and them. Apollo Crews was talked to by Bobby Lashley backstage about being that fourth partner and that and everything, but was it just for Survivor Series, or hey, you know what, we liked what you did tonight, we're gonna have you in this matchup or a part of our group. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is triple threat match time as we have Monday Night Raw's own Bronson Reed. He is in action tonight against Sting and L.A. Knight. Yeah. Bronson Reed was in that matchup last night where it was Bronson Reed, Bronson Reed, Mustafa Ali, and JD McDonough. And JD McDonough walked out with the victory. So we'll see tonight how that's going to go. We saw Sting in action last night against the WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg. Good back and forth matchup. Sting was able to outlast Goldberg and walked out victorious. Something that Sting definitely needed. So we'll see how the Stinger fares tonight in this matchup. We saw Tiffany Stratton in her second matchup earlier on tonight, where she did come up a bit short. Bayley walked out with the victory. We saw Jade Cargill hit her finishing maneuver once again on Tiffany Stratton, but Bayley threw Jade out of the ring, and Bayley got the win, picking up the win over Tiffany. So we'll see how this matchup fares between Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Sting is your United Kingdom champion. one of the best we've seen in a long time, and I think Sting, I mean, certainly he's had one hell of a year, certainly as well. So we'll see how the icon will continue to grow all the way up to WrestleMania season. And same can be said to this man, LA Knight. This man has had a hell of a year and a half so far, ever since joining Smackdown. Having to deal with all those legends, you know, man, that a lot of fans didn't really care for, because LA Knight was all about himself and kind of basically destroying all the legends that made this business possible. LA Knight was running through him left and right, and then once he eventually got into the whole Judgment Day situation, you know, he started getting liked by the WWE Universe. If you guys are new to the series, make sure you guys go back and watch all of this. But LA Knight, a huge fan favorite now. If you would have told me that when he first was started here on SmackDown, I wouldn't believed it. But now he's one of the top guys on SmackDown. But now it is showtime, no pun intended, as we got Bronson Reed, Sting, and LA Knight. Who is the better? And is Bronson Reed already busted open? Oh my goodness, I think he might have like a broken nose possibly. It's a double punch there from Reed and Knight. I'd like to see where LA Knight's, or I should say where Reed's bleeding. It looks like it's his nose, in between his eyes or nose there. I can't really tell there enough. But certainly, I guess he did have a hell of a matchup last night, so I don't know if I'm too overly surprised, but when I first saw it happen, it's absolutely crazy. We'll see a better view right here. Yep, that is right around the nose area, so certainly could have himself a broken nose, something to really keep our eyes on in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Bronson Reed has held that United States Championship. It's technically the undisputed United States Championship, with them recently unifying some championships there on Monday Night Raw between what Bronson Reed had the United Kingdom Championship, Ilya Dragunov had the United States Championship. Reed telling Shawn Michaels that he wanted a unification matchup since Theory lost that championship to Ilya Dragunov. Reed wanted all the championships, so we got a unification matchup, and Reed would walk out victorious in that. Seems like Bronson Reed has held quite a bit of championships so far, from even if they happen to be combined now. Anything from the $1 Million Championship, United Kingdom Championship, now the undisputed United States Championship. So certainly Bronson Reed, one of a kind athlete. He's usually flanked by the likes of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, but tonight this is a whole different ballgame. This is a triple threat contest. Who is going to be the better champion? And certainly these superstars are going to be looking to have a strong showing this weekend, because obviously after tonight we have ourselves our eyes on the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know if NXT will be involved, but the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be something massive. As, oh my goodness, the Scorpion Death Drop out of nowhere takes down LA Knight, but now Bronson Reed with a massive Samoan drop there. And Reed going for a clothesline, trying to take Sting out of the equation, but Sting is not going to allow that. Sting taking out Bronson Reed now, back and forth matchup. If this was a one-on-one contest, you probably got to think Sting may have walked out victorious there. Oh, what a brutal suplex into the pinfall, but Sting breaks it up. Coming up next, though, ladies and gentlemen, a matchup a lot, and I do mean a lot of you are looking forward to. It is the Raw versus SmackDown War Games matchup. So on Team SmackDown, it is Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, Christian, and Nick Aldis taking on Team Raw's AJ Styles, who is the team captain, CM Punk, Chicago, Illinois' own, as well as Logan Paul and the leader of D-Generation X, that being Dolph Ziggler. Cannot wait to see how that is going to turn into play tonight. Certainly CM Punk is going to be getting chance all night, but certainly when he comes out for that next matchup, oh my goodness, it is going to be full on CM Punk chance the whole time. Bronson Reed now get that, trying to introduce that steel chair to Sting's face, but Sting is not going to allow that, at least right now anyway. Also still to come tonight, the massive Karrion Kross and The Undertaker. They go one-on-one as Raw versus Smackdown as well. Recently, a couple weeks ago, we saw it on Monday Night Raw where The Undertaker made a surprise appearance. Said that, you know, Survivor Series was the show for him. It was where he debuted, where it started with The Undertaker. So he was going to dish out an open challenge to any SmackDown superstar to step up and face The Undertaker. And well, Karrion Kross, he was already happened to be there on Monday Night Raw. He's a SmackDown superstar. He would come out, already be behind The Undertaker and attack Undertaker and lay him out. But the following Friday Night SmackDown, we would see The Undertaker get the advantage over Karrion Kross. So certainly Karrion Kross, I mean, he is looking to stay hot as Sting gets hit with a brutal kick to the face, and I think Sting is busted open right in the same spot where Bronson Reed is. But like I'm trying to say, Karrion Kross, he's not too happy that he lost the undisputed championship to Cody Rhodes there at ECW One Night Stand, taking out his frustrations on The Undertaker, and certainly Karrion Kross still has his eyes still focused on Cody Rhodes, and it sounds like he still plans on going after Cody eventually. Let's look at Bronson Reed, the military press power slam there to the Intercontinental Champion. Oh, that is not going to be feeling too good, ladies and gentlemen, as Bronson Reed throws LA Knight right into those steel steps that are right next to the ring here. Certainly Bronson Reed, LA Knight, a key future in WWE plans. Sting, he plans on retiring WrestleMania weekend. Will he still be champion at that time? And what happens if he goes into WrestleMania season still champion, walks out champion? What happens? Does Sting continue to be in WWE until he happens to drop the championship? You know, that could be always an option. You just never know. As Sting, with a brutal backbreaker there. Sting now from behind. What is he thinking about? Oh my goodness, okay, almost like a reverse power slam there of sorts. Or I guess you could call it a reverse suplex. I don't know, it was very intriguing though. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, some good old snake eyes there. Reed introducing the steel steps to the face of LA Knight and Sting. Oh, he's not done yet. Well, actually, now he is. If you let Bronson Reed start throwing these massive steel steps in your face, you gotta believe it's gonna be game over. Because, I mean, you're gonna end up having broken teeth, broken noses, all sorts of different things, concussions, you name it, anything you can think of. As these guys continue to go at it here at ringside. Been a great night. We kicked us off with the return of Sasha Banks. We even saw an interaction between Sasha Banks and Bayley earlier on tonight. So certainly a lot of stuff going on tonight. Bayley even walked out victorious earlier. Sting with a nice suplex there to LA Knight. Sting, for a 60-some-odd-old man, he's great in that middle of that ring. You can see that blood. It looks like that blood is kind of dripping out of the eye of Bronson Reed as well. I don't know if it's just how the broken noses or how he's bloodied up or whatever, but it certainly does not look too good for Bronson Reed. Steel chair shot to Sting while he has that face paint on. That will not be feeling too good either. So no, Bronson Reed looking for that military slam. Oh my goodness, right on the steel chair. Oh my goodness, you do not want to be taking any more of those, man. You will definitely have some broken ribs. Swinging neck breaker for Sting as well. But I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a great night so far with the action that we're seeing tonight. Hopefully your results, your predictions are going well, as from what you're expecting. from the rest of the night? What are you guys expecting? Do you guys see the Judgment Day in the main event? Do you see the Judgment Day walking out victorious over the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Edge, and John Cena? Or will that team be able to take down the Judgment Day? It's going to be one hell of a main event. It's War Games. It's coming your way tonight in the main event. LA Knight. Oh, wait a minute. Sting, after hitting that Scorpion death drop right on Bronson Reed. Oh, wait a minute. BFT out of nowhere. Referee is right there. Is that it? Yes, it is. SmackDown's Intercontinental Champion picks up the win. Look at that, out of nowhere. Bronson Reed was down and out. These guys were beating the living crap out of each other at ringside. And, well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. LA Knight is your Intercontinental Champion, picking up a massive triple threat championship matchup, showing you guys who or what his game is on SmackDown. It is LA Knight's game.
The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk, the savior of Chicago, is here. And he's going to be kicking us off on the Monday Night Raw side of things. CM Punk has been in a rivalry with Seth Rollins as of late, over this month, 2 months now. CM Punk currently 2-0, especially in that no-holds-barred matchup where CM Punk was able to outlast Seth Rollins. What a no-holds-barred matchup that was, though. It's a hell of a matchup. But now Punk has to survive this War Games matchup. The very first time ever all these 8 superstars will be in this matchup. Everything's going down. This is the opportunity. But the question is, though, who from SmackDown will kick it off? Will it be Brock? Will it be Christian, Nick Aldis, Stone Cold Steve Austin? Oh goodness, this is a great starting point here for CM Punk. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar are going to kick us off here. And we've seen it here when Brock Lesnar invaded Monday Night Raw, taking out AJ Styles, Logan Paul, Dolph Ziggler. CM Punk outsmarted Brock Lesnar when CM Punk would attack Brock Lesnar from behind. And then on SmackDown, we would see AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar go one-on-one, where AJ Styles would able to outlast the Beast and continue to keep the Raw Games advantage. AJ Styles has been on fire as of late. Big question to see what will be changing in the terms of just, for especially after Survivor Series. What do these 4 superstars from each side, what is it going to look like, especially for Brock, for CM Punk? He's feuding with Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar. He's trying to get back in the gist of things. So, and Christian, and going at it with his, former friend. Anything may happen here. CM Punk missing wildly with that first strike, but it isn't missing this one. Gonna have to do this when you're facing off with the Beast. Oh, but now Brock's like, hey, if you want to get in a striking battle, I'll show you a striking battle. And oh no, this is not good. CM Punk is getting in a striking game here from Brock Lesnar. And like I just said, Brock will show you the strikes. He'll show you the ground and pound game if he has to. Oh my goodness. And then a absolutely massive uppercut there. But oh, there you go, CM Punk with an enziguri. Punk now has to capitalize. You have to keep Brock down. You cannot let him trying to get up to his feet. You gotta work the legs, work the arms like he's doing right now, and really change it. Keep Brock on the mat. You really have to. And now I was gonna say Punk was gonna try to go with the ground game, but again, Lesnar was right there to stop it. Now Punk now again. The striking battle continues. Punk is relentless right now. And now, ooh, right up against that grating there. Definitely won't be feeling the best. As now Punk, oh goodness. CM Punk dropping him right on that. And this Lesnar trying to take some time. And now Monday Night Raw will be able to have Dolph Ziggler, the D-Generation X leader, make his way down the ring. We'll see if Ziggler will introduce some weapons here, certainly. Oh, there we go with the table. If I'm Ziggler, I would hurry up and get some steel chairs, some trash cans, get something in there to start helping out CM Punk right now. Looks like we're going to introduce a table here, going to bounce off one of Lesnar there. See if it'll maybe be enough to really focus on that. Oh my goodness. That will be hurting for certain there for sure. Ziggler gonna toss in another weapon. Got himself a good old sledgehammer. And right now, the matchup is changing in the favor of CM Punk and company. Lesnar does not know where he is at this exact moment. Oh goodness. Nothing like a good old sledgehammer. And CM Punk telling Ziggler to continue to go to work here. CM Punk absolutely enjoying this. CM Punk is not the leader of this group. AJ Styles is the team captain here. CM Punk just watching on, gonna let Ziggler get tossed around here. And now Punk from behind, he just put him through the table. That shows you how damn vicious CM Punk can be, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and that running knee, that is vintage CM Punk there. And it looks like the next man is going to be Christian. Christian, the one that calls himself the leader of Smackdown. Smackdown doesn't technically have themselves a leader. And now Punk trying to go for a clothesline. Ziggler able to connect with that viciousness as well. But Lesnar is down and out, ladies and gentlemen. He is eating a lot of damage early on here. As now Punk already going for a GTS to Christian, Captain Charisma. Already laying waste to Christian right now. Next pick in this matchup will be going to Monday Night Raw. As Ziggler gets thrown right on that broken table there. That will not be feeling too good in the morning. May feel a little bit better, maybe, if they're victorious. It's the only feeling that makes anything better. As again, CM Punk, again, another GTS to Christian. CM Punk not playing games right now. He is sending a direct message to Christian. Christian was talking all that trash to not only Edge and Randy Orton, but certainly trash to Monday Night Raw. Uh-oh, Christian. Or I should say Lesnar from, is he thinking F5 here? No, he's going to drop him right on that turnbuckle. Famous are there. And now here comes the Maverick, Logan Paul from Monday Night Raw. And now Lesnar getting attacked now by CM Punk. You got Logan Paul and Dolph Ziggler in the first ring going after Christian. And this is where that numbers game always is going to come into play here. Maybe not necessarily how you want to see Team SmackDown get it, but certainly that's what they're going to have tonight. Uh-oh, Lesnar now. Uh-oh, time for some good old-fashioned Suplex City here in Chicago, Illinois, to everyone's favorite superstar, that being CM Punk. And, oh my goodness, Ziggler and Logan Paul working quite well together. Very surprising. As Lesnar continues to take it to CM Punk. Christian eating a beating of a lifetime right now. And oh, this is going to be the first interaction besides what we saw on Monday Night Raw recently when Logan Paul tried to come out here and come out to Brock Lesnar. Lesnar didn't want to waste any movement and came after Lesnar. Or Lesnar laying waste to Logan Paul, pardon me. As now let's see who is next. Is it going to be Nick Aldis or Stone Cold? It will be Nick Aldis, the national treasure, making his way as Ziggler. Ziggler, high risk, big time frog splash takedown of Christian. Not only has Christian eaten 2 go to sleeps, he has eaten a zigzag. Oh, and another enziguri takes down Lesnar. And now Ziggler with a super kick as well. What? Oh, wait a minute. Now Nick Aldis from behind. But what a matchup this has been so far as we wait for Stone Cold Steve Austin and AJ Styles to get involved in this matchup. If I'm Ziggler, I got to be very careful right now. You got Lesnar right over there. I don't know if that's who we might want to target. And see, I think CM Punk realizing that it's a 2-on-1 situation, at least at that moment. But Ziggler seems like he's been able to handle himself quite well this whole time. Who is going to walk out victorious, though, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of momentum, especially if these superstars, when they could get some major rewards from their general managers. We saw it on NXT Takeover when JBL rewarded Asuka and Becky Lynch. Oh no, that sledgehammer there. Alright, I should say the other superstars from Smackdown, huge rewards, especially Finn Balor in company of Judgement Day, as we wait for AJ Styles to make his way into this ring here. Gonna bring the good old-fashioned stop sign. Been pretty popular tonight with that. But if you're winning the matches, a lot of these superstars have been gotten rewards, which is, perfectly honest. It's awesome to see. It makes their shows pivotal, and it makes them much must-see, honestly, especially on the road to the Royal Rumble, where a lot of these superstars want to have that Royal Rumble match, or get them an opportunity to be in a World Championship matchup, or challenge for one of the championships. Certainly something that people want to see. As Ziggler was stretching out Christian here, and now CM Punk with the missile right into that table, and CM Punk showing you that straight edge right there. Christian fighting back against Ziggler, but the Maverick Logan Paul right there to break it up, and Nick Aldis tossed into the other ring. Now you got Styles, Lesnar, and CM Punk in this other ring. Back and forth we go. National Treasure getting back involved here. Ooh, and a big time takedown. Christian really not able to really find a groove here. And now we are just 5 seconds away from having the lovely, the most brutal, the most dangerous man, the man that you do not want to trust. That is Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's a big stop sign to the back there. That won't be feeling too good. Let's see if Stone Cold wants to introduce any good old-fashioned weapons here at Survivor Series. Punk now gonna DDT Lesnar right on that steel grate. And now War Games has officially gotten underway. Ladies and gentlemen, Stone Cold coming after CM Punk. That is a match a lot of people want to see one day. Will that be a matchup we ever see, though? And now Punk, looking for that go to sleep. CM Punk with that GTS there, and now CM Punk, he was able to, I guess rub it in the crowd's face, but certainly, why is he not going for the pinfall? Why not? But oh no, Punk, he's gonna go out with a bang here. CM Punk from the top. What a frog splash from CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. Oh, and Nick Aldis ruining the moment of CM Punk, and now he is getting beaten down with a sledgehammer. Stone Cold taking it to AJ, Nick Aldis taking it to Punk, Lesnar back up to his feet. This may very well could end very badly as Punk tossed into the other ring. And now the numbers game. Christian is getting his behind whooped right now in that second ring. Holy crap. And now got ourselves a neutral numbers game as Nick Aldis busted open. Now you got Stone Cold and AJ in singles action there in the first ring. So right now this is a pivotal moment to say the least in this matchup. As that running knee strike as Nick Aldis kicks out of it. I think Ziggler realizing what's going on over there. That running knee strike from Punk. Nice running bulldog. Logan Paul. Imagine if Paul wins this for him. This would be a massive win in his career as a big GTS there. And now Logan Paul, what is he doing? Big time frog splash. CM Punk is letting Logan Paul go for the pinfall. Is Logan Paul going to pick up the win? Yes, he does. Punk could have probably went for the pinfall, but he let Logan Paul have his moment, and Logan Paul picks up the win over Christian. Christian said, which is very ironic, Christian said he was going to lead Team Smackdown to victory, and guess what? He got his butt kicked this whole time, 90% of this matchup, and we just saw Logan Paul pick up the win. Massive win for this group. Biggest win for Logan Paul in his career. But now Logan Paul, CM Punk, Captain AJ Styles, and Dolph Ziggler walk out victorious. And I can only imagine what Shawn Michaels may give this team as a reward for this effort tonight. I hope everyone here in attendance tonight and everyone watching all over the world is enjoying Survivor Series Monday Night Raw, doing a little bit better tonight, especially with Bayley winning that triple threat matchup, as well as we saw just moments ago Team AJ Styles of Team Monday Night Raw picking up the win. What a massive matchup. CM Punk, it looked like he could have easily been the one here in Chicago picking up the win, but he gave it to Logan Paul. So gracious of CM Punk. I'm going to be rewarding Team Raw with that massive win just moments ago over Team SmackDown. So tomorrow night, in the main event of Monday Night Raw, there will be a fatal four-way matchup. It will be AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Logan Paul, and CM Punk. The winner of this matchup will have a World Heavyweight Championship matchup at the Royal Rumble this year. Bayley, I was trying to think of a reward for you, and I think I just got the perfect one. I just talked, and I was just in the conference room talking to Sasha Banks, and we were able to get a deal done. And now Sasha Banks is officially the newest member of Monday Night Raw. Bayley, I know she's your best friend, and I'm inviting her to Monday Night Raw, so maybe you two can have a face-to-face encounter. You're welcome, Bayley. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your second to last matchup. In just mere moments after this matchup, it will be the last match of Survivor Series. It will be the 4 versus 4 Judgment Day versus Team Cody Rhodes in your main event. But right now, we get ourselves Karrion Kross versus The Undertaker. Both men have struck very hard. Karrion Kross sending the first shot. Undertaker would send the next one on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. This is all about that open challenge that Undertaker put out there. Karrion Kross was out in JBL's limo backstage there. JBL heard the open challenge there from The Undertaker. JBL sent Karrion Kross in there, and then that's when another invasion occurred, and we saw Karrion Kross attack The Undertaker. And then obviously on Friday Night SmackDown, like we said, Karrion Kross would be beaten down by The Undertaker. Now, and I mean, this is all stemming not just from that championship loss, but having, being in the limo with the SmackDown general manager. It seemed like there was, some business going on. You just don't know just what the intentions were for Karrion Kross. If the Undertaker was not gonna issue an open challenge, what the intentions of Karrion Kross just being there with JBL, besides just scouting, quote unquote. But we'll see how it fares for Karrion Kross tonight. Imagine if he can defeat the Undertaker in a matchup where this place right now that we're in right now, Survivor Series, this is where the Undertaker's first ever match was. Survivor Series is his home, and we'll see how the Undertaker fares tonight live against Karrion Kross. It looks like we got ourselves the biker Undertaker here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Old school choke slam, tombstone, leave. That is the new motto for the Undertaker. I've always enjoyed the Undertaker's biker gimmick. I've always enjoyed that. That was something I've always enjoyed more than at times him being the actual dead man, ladies and gentlemen. Just that the Kid Rock song and everything else, Limp Bizkit, whatever else that the Undertaker could play. It was I absolutely enjoyed the Undertaker. No matter what he was given, he would do great things. He is a WWE Hall of Famer. He plans on officially retiring this year at WrestleMania. He won last year against Sting in one-on-one competition. We'll see how it fares tonight live at Survivor Series. Does he plan on making this a one-and-done type of matchup? Or does he come out here and decimate Karrion Kross? We're about to find out. Referee officially has rung the bell. Here we go. Crowd certainly have their favorites in this matchup, and obviously we all know who. It's that dead man. This crowd is on fire right now. Nothing like having the Undertaker back in here. Could you imagine, though, if Karrion Kross can pull off a massive win tonight, what that will do for his self-esteem, but also, get him back in title contention. Certainly, it seems like he's not done with Cody Rhodes, the undisputed champion, but, there's certainly plenty of other challengers that would love to be next in line. Here we go, Karrion Kross, an ankle lock. Obviously, wasn't able to get too much damage because the referee called the rope break, but if Kross can hit maybe some more of those maneuvers, certainly, I would say that, Kross may be able to actually win this just in the terms of keeping the Undertaker off balance, certainly. Kross telling Undertaker to stay down, dead man. This is the type of matchup where expect the unexpected with this type of stuff. There's that Kross right now just wrenching in on that left knee, ladies and gentlemen. That is not going to be feeling this too well for this old man. Yes, he's a WWE Hall of Famer. He doesn't wrestle much, but certainly he can be one of the badass dudes. And last time we saw Undertaker in action, actually, was when he was teaming up to take on the Usos. It was Undertaker and Kane against the Usos. And one hell of a tag team matchup. Karrion Kross going to follow Undertaker outside. I don't know if that was the wisest move. But, actually, maybe it was. Oh, goodness. Folding the Undertaker like a pretzel. Referee already a 3 count. Both these men need to get back in the ring here soon, but maybe Kross doesn't even care at that moment. He just wants to inflict some damage into the dead man. Scarlett standing up to the Undertaker as well here. Taker limping a little bit. I can't really tell if it's the knees or if it's the hip or what, but certainly he's going to be feeling this brutal beating that Mr. Karrion Kross is giving him. And now Kross, oh no, this ain't going to end well. Brutal powerbomb. Is that going to be enough to put away Undertaker here? No, very close though. Cross is just going to eat this up right now. He knows he has the momentum, but you cannot give Taker even a second to get back in this matchup. As look at Taker choking the living hell out of Karrion Kross here in the corner. Not where you want to be if you're Kross. The Undertaker is one of the best, if not the best, of all time, ladies and gentlemen. And like I mentioned, if just giving him the slightest amount of space, he will make you regret it very, very quickly. And that is what he's doing right here, right now. The dead man is not playing around with Kross right now. So look at this maneuver from Undertaker with that military press slam. And the Taker trying to get this Chicago crowd all fired up. They are certainly very fired up here. Anytime you have the Undertaker, you gotta really enjoy it because you just don't know how much is left in the tank for the Undertaker. Strong kick out from Kross. This is where I think the Undertaker's gonna have to start hitting some big time maneuvers right now if he wants to win this matchup against Karrion. Irish whip off the ropes, but both men, it's running right into a wall. Both men thinking about a knee strike / kick to the face. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Look at that strength and power to hold an arm like that and throw him inside out. The dead man going high risk from the second rope. Undertaker continues to look like he's been in phenomenal shape, ladies and gentlemen. And he's doing quite well against Kross. And now there's kidneys punches. Undertaker is one of those men you do not want to get in a brawl with. One of the best pure strikers in history. You can see those bruises, welts on the face there of Karrion Kross. That is not going to be feeling the best here. And uh-oh, Karrion Kross about to feel that last ride here. Last ride to Karrion Kross. Is this it? 2, 3. Undertaker sends a message to Karrion Kross. Big win for the dead man here tonight. Look at that last ride. Straight to hell. Down goes Karrion Kross, ladies and gentlemen. Big win for the dead man tonight. And with him wanting to retire at WrestleMania, certainly maybe he's going to want to get into title contention. Does Undertaker get himself into the Royal Rumble this year? Could you imagine if Taker wins, get himself to get a championship matchup at WrestleMania? Could you imagine? I could think about it, but you never know what could happen. As we get ready for your massive main event, 4 versus 4, next.
The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
And here we go. It is main event time here at Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Can the Judgment Day close out the weekend with not only a win at NXT Takeover War Games, an actual War Games matchup against the Elite and Will Ospreay, and also a JD McDonough win? Can they go a total of 3-0 this weekend? Could be a monumental weekend for the Judgment Day to get back their things back on track tonight. This is the moment that Judgment Day have been talking about. This is their moment to cap off tonight with a victory, get that momentum carrying them into the Royal Rumble season. Certainly Finn Balor and company are looking to rule Smackdown, get everybody back to where they were with all championships. But the question is when or if that will happen. At the Royal Rumble, Finn Balor will have another opportunity against Cody Rhodes for the championship, but this time it will be for the Undisputed Championship, not the WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor went at it on Monday Night Raw last year when they were first feuding for that WWE Championship, but Cody Rhodes obviously would outlast Finn Balor. And look who it is. It is going to be John Cena kicking it off for the other team here. As like we mentioned, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Edge, and Randy Orton. We know Edge and Randy Orton are not going to be 100%. They were not here on SmackDown a couple nights ago, so you can only imagine. Hopefully, they'll be close to 100%. Cody was in a matchup earlier on tonight where he actually won that triple threat matchup, but you got to believe Cena's going to be the only one actually 100% out of this whole matchup, honestly. So Cena is actually going to be giving them the advantage in this matchup. We'll see if it comes to fruition. Cena looks good. He looks like he is ready for a fight, ready to put away the Judgment Day once and for all here. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. And Finn Balor with a strong strike there to the face. Why not? Bam! Big clothesline. Finn Balor not toying around here. I don't know if Finn Balor can hit it from this other side here. Finn Balor deciding not to, which is probably the right decision, honestly. I don't know if he would have been able to actually bounce from the other ring to the other one. You just never know. And Finn Balor with just those massive strikes, the kicks, the punches, no matter what. Why not? Keep going on the well. Try to take it to Cena as much as you can here. Back and forth we go between Balor and CM Punk. This is more of a feeling out process and not kind of putting too much on the line early on in this matchup. Big Mushinuku driver there from John Cena, but like I'm saying, it's you don't want to put your cards in a handbasket at this moment. No, Cena. Oh goodness, getting dropped right there real quickly. Oh, Finn Balor, high risk time. Oh, and he went for a senton of all things. He should have went for I would assume more of a, backbreaker there from Finn. But I would assume Finn would be more of like an axe handle or something. But he definitely should have not went for a senton. But ultimately for Finn Balor, he has the upper hand at this moment. But with the next superstar to come out here, you have the Rated R Superstar Edge. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way outside here. Are we about to get really extreme here? We know Edge and Finn Balor know each other so well. Edge knows the Judgment Day because Edge was actually the official leader at one time. I don't think the Judgment Day necessarily have one leader. A lot of people would probably say Rhea Ripley is that leader for the Judgment Day. And now Edge right there with that running knee to the face there, connecting with a brutal maneuver. Now Edge gonna take it to Finn Balor. Certainly Edge trying to get the upper hand. Certainly, I always like that Edge is continuing to come after the likes of Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, trying to put him away. Edge is ready to be done with the Judgment Day. Everybody is, honestly. But we'll see if it continues to be a Judgment Day after the Royal Rumble. Either we're going to see a new Undisputed Champion, or there will no longer be a Judgment Day. Something has to give, and we will see it at the Royal Rumble. It was a big stomp right there to Edge, and we, like I mentioned before, we don't know how Edge is feeling after being thrown into a light fixture by Rusev. Finn Balor doing a one-man army fight right now with Edge and John Cena at this moment. Trying to survive as much as he can. And now Dominic Mysterio going to make his way down to the ring here. We'll see if Mysterio can toss in some weapons here. Oh, big flying crossbody. Didn't work out in their favor. Finn Balor still somehow up to his feet. We know last night Dominic Mysterio was the last superstar into the matchup, giving him the opportunity for the Judgment Day to walk out victorious. Finn Balor is the one that picked up the win over Will Ospreay after hitting a 1916. We'll see how tonight fares if Finn Balor maybe can get that big victory over one of the 4 superstars on the other side. Or will it be Cena or Edge or whoever picking up the vicious win tonight? Oh, what a forearm clubbing blow. And now Dominic is in the ring introducing a sledgehammer and 2 tables. Going for that forearm strike. Edge had that well scouted. And oh no, this ain't going to end well for Finn Balor, tossing him right on that top rope. Dominic going to introduce that table there to John Cena, but right now the Judgement Day are going to be in trouble here. 2 tables not going to be in use. Edge just loving this moment here, but Edge all of a sudden eating the wrath of the Judgment Day here. And now we wait to see who is it going to be, Cody or Randy. Oh, the Viper Randy Orton is here. It is going to go down very quickly, as there is a submission hold here. Don't necessarily have to feel too bad about it. And now the number games go back in the favor of the team of, or I should say, I'll just say Cody Rhodes' team at this moment. So look at Finn Balor right into the corner, drop kick to Edge. Down goes Edge. And like we mentioned, that fixture is not going to be feeling too good. And then also going through the table, that will not put any bruising or anything like that to any less feeling, certainly. And oh, Edge getting some payback with that knee strike to the face. Orton beating down Dominic here. And now this is where the Judgment Day have to really dig down deep here. Gotta figure out something. Gotta wait for either Dijak or even Damian Priest to get themselves down to this ring, because right now this is a systematic beatdown by first ballot Hall of Famers coming your way right now. Oh my goodness, is Randy actually going to go up top? There's no way Randy does this, right? Especially on that unbroken table. Edge going for, or I should say Orton is going for that flying axe handle of all things. As let's see who it is. Oh, it's going to be Dijak making his way down to the ring. See if Dijak can start changing up the questions to all the answers that certainly Randy Orton and company have right now. Oh, Dijak. We know Dijak and Cena certainly have a past. Cena was taking Mr. Dijak under his wing with Cesaro at one time, being called the Blackpool, or the Brass Ring Club at one time. But certainly when Cena was away doing some stuff, Dijak and Cesaro would part their own ways. Ultimately, Cena would be drafted away to another brand, saying that the rumors of him going to Hollywood was completely false. And look at Finn Balor, just these massive chops to the chest again to Cena. Might seem repetitive, but it seems like it definitely will work. Uh-oh. Finn Balor and Edge are going to go at it with that sledgehammer, but Edge takes it right to that knee. Beautiful drop kick there from Finn. Dominic, oh goodness, that was absolutely brutal. Big DDT, and then are we moments away, ladies and gentlemen, from seeing your undisputed champion? Yes, we are. He is the last one in the cage. How much damage was done to him earlier on tonight in that triple threat matchup when it was Kenny Omega and Gunther in that match? And of course, we're gonna see all sorts of goodies thrown into this matchup. Finn Balor trying to go with a Irish whip into that side of the ring there. Cena's down and out. Edge is down and out. Mysterio bringing that fight right here. Much needed fight as a big sling blade into the drop kick there from Finn Balor. And now Finn Balor climbing the cage. This is, I don't know if this is necessarily the best idea for Finn Balor. We know it's high risk situation here. Finn Balor, do you guys think he's gonna hit this? Finn Balor with a frog splash. to Randy Orton, ladies and gentlemen. And the crowd is definitely right. This is awesome. Holy crap. Orton realizing that possibly might be going through a table here. At least maybe that's what it seems like that could be going on here. Oh, Edge and Randy Orton working together there. And now, oh, look at that big time frog splash. And now Dijak going after Cody here. And now Damian Priest being involved here. Big power slam there from Edge. And ooh, Mysterio almost throwing himself through the table. And here we go. The match has officially gotten underway now. Anything can happen. Who is walking out victorious, ladies and gentlemen? Balor is down and out. Orton is out. Dijak is out. Holy crap. Everything is going on right now, man. Oh, and Edge with that running boot to the face of Finn Balor. That certainly won't be feeling too good. Randy Orton blocking a possible situation. You got Cena with that, with the sledgehammer or kendo stick, one of those maneuvers. I can't really tell. Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes going at it now. Uh-oh, Finn Balor gonna go with a 19-16 to Edge. And now Finn Balor with the coup de grace. But as you can see, Finn Balor not done with Edge. Edge is down and out. Certainly you gotta believe that this was the moment that the Judgment Day needed right now. Finn Balor's all by himself over there, but it seems like Finn Balor wants to decimate them. I don't blame him. Big snapmare takedown here, but hopefully for Finn Balor's sake, it doesn't cost them this matchup here. Oh, right into this. That steel, man. Absolutely brutal. And oh, look at Damian Priest being saved over there. I don't know. It looks like Mysterio gonna look to get involved here. Oh, I believe feast your eyes there, ladies and gentlemen. Feast your eyes on that Edge right now, trying to take it out to that right now. Oh, wait a minute. All sorts of goodies going down in that ring. Edge going all the way up top here. This ain't gonna end well for somebody right now. And a big frog splash misses. Down goes that. And now a sling blade. Sling blade there to Edge. And now so close to picking up the victory. And now Damian Priest picks up the win for the Judgment Day. Holy crap. So much stuff going down at the end of this matchup. Finn Balor, we saw in that second ring, ladies and gentlemen, that he could have gone for the pinfall, but we know that rivalry between Finn Balor and Edge and the rest of the Judgment Day, that is something that you continue to go at. Didn't really get to see too much of that last replay, but Damian Priest picks up the win over Randy Orton, ladies and gentlemen. And that means the Judgment Day pick up two massive War Game matches. One at NXT Takeover, one at Survivor Series. I think the Judgment Day are officially back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on Monday Night Raw.